Hi guys, this is David. I am about to actually do some cooking again. I have some steaks. They are, let me just go ahead and show you here. They are bacon wrapped beef fillets. I got these from Aldi's and it was $4 something, so less than $5 for sure. And actually for some reason, I don't know if they are getting ready to discontinue these or what, but they had another sale today. In fact, on these it was like $2.49 for the twin pack here. So I went ahead and actually got another one because I went to Aldi's again today too. This actually was from the other day though, because I've had this in my car, I just haven't cooked it yet. And so I've got my Mr. Buddy heater going there because it's actually, well, it must be 32 degrees outside because that's the freezing point for America anyways, in case you guys are watching from overseas and stuff. But because it's snowing outside. I'm not sure if you can see that through the window. Probably can't. I'll see if I can get you a shot later on maybe, but it's there's some flakes coming down for sure outside, so it's definitely cold and definitely at the freezing point. So I've got my Mr. Buddy heater going, and of course I got my cord going around to my 20-pound tank. And actually, to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure if it's a 20-pound tank, because it seems like it is like a slightly bit smaller than what a 20-pound tank would be. It might be like a 15-pound tank or something, but I don't know. I guess I'll have to check it out later on or something as far as the actual size of it. But it turns out that it already has some propane in there too, because I forgot to mention in the previous clip, but I had got that tank actually from my brother. I got a younger brother that actually had that tank, and he's got another tank too though. But he went ahead and gave me that tank for $5, and it turns out that it already had some propane in there as well too though. So that's definitely a good deal. Then the tank is not in the best shape. It's actually in pretty bad shape really, as far as having some rust on it and stuff like that. But they got the exchange places here all over, as far as all the different gas stations, where I can take it in and exchange it. They exchange a tank for one of their tanks that they got sitting there ready to go, and it's like $22 I think is what it cost. So that way I'm pretty much getting a brand new tank then that way too, by doing that exchange program, and I've got the propane that's going to be in there too though. So yeah, that's it for now guys. I'm going to go ahead and get the steak going, and I'll see if I can get you another clip here in a minute. So stay tuned. Okay guys, here's another shot of it. I went ahead and put the oil in there. I got some vegetable oil, cooking oil that's in the pan to coat it down to keep it from sticking, of course. And so I've got the two fillets in there, and I've got it all seasoned up, and it's starting to cook now. So we'll see how it's going to turn out. Hopefully pretty good. I'll show you another little trick I did too though recently. I decided to go ahead and put my steak seasoning and my sea salt and my pepper in there on the same bag, and that way I can keep those together. But let me go ahead and turn this heat down a little bit, and then go ahead and put the cover on the stuff. So I'll get you another shot here in a minute. I'll let you guys get a quick shot of this. As you can see, the bacon actually had fell off of it, but it's alright though, because it's going to still get all eaten. But really, to tell you the truth, if it came down to it, I would rather, I can't even talk right. I would rather just prefer eating the steak by itself or bacon by itself. I mean, it's just me though. I'm not necessarily a type of person that likes to eat necessarily both at the same time. I will eat them, of course, both, but I'm not necessarily that type of a person that likes to do that. But another thing I wanted to show you guys real quick too, as far as a quick tip that you guys might want to do if you are cooking in your van or your RV or whatever, in case you might need to have a control over the air and stuff going out. I mean, well, the cooking fumes and stuff coming up. What you can do is you can use this small fan that I actually got, by the way, by Walmart. I think it was like $2 or something is all it was, and then you can push some of the air back out the window, because I've got the front window cracked, that small side window. I've actually got that open a decent amount, so that way by doing this, it helps to push the air back out of that front window, and that way it's not going to keep the cooking air, cooking fumes, whatever, in the van so much. Another thing I want to show you too is, of course, when I do get this finished cooking, which is almost done, as you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and put some A1 sauce on there. So this is definitely going to be some real tasty stuff going on though, as far as a meal. And then depending on how full I am as well, after that, I might try to see if I can eat these potatoes as well too. You've seen me cook some potatoes in the past from heating up some water and then pouring them in here from my previous videos. So I'm going to try this again too. But I actually got this from Aldi's as well. And I talked to you guys in the past about the other ones that I got from Kroger's. It was $1 is what it cost, $1. But I actually got these for 69 cents. So if I still have enough room after I eat these steaks, then I'm going to go ahead and see if I can check this out too and see how good this actually tastes. So that's it for now, guys. I'll get you another clip here in a minute. Okay, guys, this is one of the fillets I've got on here. It's all done and cooked, and I've got the A1 sauce on there all ready to go. Let's go ahead and see if we can do a taste test. So far, it seems like it might be pretty tender too, though. So we'll see. That is so good. Man, I'll tell you what. This right here is a perfect example of why nobody needs drugs. Because this could be a drug right here. Just fine. Plus the fact it's good for you. Man, this tastes so good. And yeah. So far anyways, even from that first bite, I can say this is probably the most tender steak that I have cooked since I've been in this van. Since I have cooked any steak or anything. So yeah, this is definitely tender and definitely great. I mean, it's just, man, this thing tastes awesome. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and tear this up, guys. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys, and you guys have a great day. Hi guys, I figured I'd go ahead and show this to you real quick too as far as cleanup. I decided to go ahead and make this one a real easy to do, real easy type of cleanup. You've seen in the past my scrubbies that I use, but what I did too was I went ahead and took my cup here, my new cup that I got, and I showed you guys a few videos ago. I went ahead and put some water in here. I actually only filled it up about a quarter of the way, and then heated up the water on my camp stove. And then now I took my scrubby and I of course put some dishwashing liquid in there, and I went over it real good to you know, scrub it up real good. And then what I'm doing right now is I've got this cup right here too. So instead of using the bucket, which is what I've done in the past for washing my dishes, right now I'm just going ahead and pouring this into the cup, and that way it's going to be easier to manage instead of having to break out the bucket and having to deal with all that, because I wanted to try to make this a little bit of an easier setup as far as this cleanup goes, because I didn't want to have to necessarily get real in-depth as far as trying to get all this done, because the way I see it, it shouldn't have to be too serious. I think I really should have actually even heated up the water a little bit more than what I did. But you want to keep in mind that you don't necessarily have to have it at a full boil or anything, because I mean, obviously if the hotter it is, then you're not going to be able to stand it then as far as being able to actually work with it either. So of course just keep that in mind. But I think here in a minute too, I am going to try to go ahead and attempt to eat those potatoes that I was talking to you guys about in the earlier clip. As soon as I get this all cleaned up and stuff, I gotta wash this, and I've got a fork I gotta wash, and I've got a steak knife that I've gotta wash as well too. The fork and steak knife, actually I got that from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree had a 2-pack of forks for $1, and they had a 2-pack of steak knives for $1. So pretty good deal on that. I mean, obviously it's not the type that professional chefs would use, I guess, but it gets the job done. So that's what counts. And yeah, as you can see, this cleanup really is not necessarily anything hard. I'm going to go ahead and since I've got this scrubbed up pretty good now, I'm going to go ahead and start rinsing it. Go ahead and start putting some water in there and getting it rinsed off pretty good, and then wash the fork, and then wash the knife, and then that's it. And then put that stuff away. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a spoon out and make those potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and heat up some water again, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour the water into the pouch, and then stir it up with the spoon. So that's it for now, guys. Hi guys, I'm back again. As you can see, I am attempting to get these potatoes eaten. They are very good. This is the one, like I said, that's from Aldi's. This was only 69 cents for this. It's actually supposed to be 4 servings, but like I said before, the way I eat, it's 1 serving for me. So, but as far as well, here's what it looks like as far as the brand, whatever. I already tore it up, of course. Buttery mashed potatoes. But yeah, if you want to mix this together, because of course you got to put the water in here, I would suggest. This is from my own trial and error. So 16.9 fluid ounces is what the spring water is. That's from Aldi's as well too. And what I did was I took one of these and I put about 90% of that bottle into my cup as far as when I was heating up my water. And so I heated up about 90% of one of those bottles, and then about half of that cup, as far as what I heated up, I poured it in there, mixed up real good, and then I heated up the rest of it, and then poured it in and mixed up real good. And that way it's mixed all the way through real good, because if not, you will have flakes that will be crunching. They'll be still crunchy and stuff, so you want to make sure you mix it up real good, of course. But yeah, I mean, as far as taste-wise, it is definitely some real good stuff. I mean, obviously it's not as good as homemade. I mean, because it's instant, of course, you know, that you just add water. But I mean, overall, for being instant like that, it does still taste pretty darn good, though. And so yeah, I mean, I'd suggest getting it, especially for just being 69 cents for one of those packs. Especially if you got some other stuff you're going to fix with it, like steak or pork chops or whatever it is, then you'll definitely be all set as far as a full meal then. So yep, that's it, guys. Of course, thanks for watching as always. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And have a great day, guys.